First of all, I just want to say this tripped me out because just 2 nights ago, it happened again. This is the second time. I walked in the store and someone looked up at me and it's like, you'll never forget those eyes in your life. They make an imprint on you. It like just enters your whole system. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's kind of like what Bashar says that our star brothers and sisters, whatever, or earth angels or something, are walking amongst us. Even the law of one material, Quo and Ra said they walk amongst us. And I know Bashar says just if you just keep your eyes open because they're there. And if you're at the right frequency, you'll recognize them. Well, that happened 2 nights ago. I walked into the store. It's awesome. It's amazing. And the guy looked up. He was kind of bending over. I was paying for my stuff. He looked right up at me. And that piercingness that goes through your whole system, it's hard to explain, but it makes an imprint on you. And then I just paid for my stuff real quick. I was standing at the register. And then as I was paying for my stuff, I said to myself in my head, I'm like, oh my God, that's I don't know, an angel, earth angel, a star brother, someone from a different realm. I don't know. But I was saying that while I was paying for my food, and I said to myself in my head, I'm going to turn around and look at him in his eye. I'm going to look at him, and hopefully he'll look at me. Well, I did. I turned my head, and he was looking right at me, and he was bending over, so his eyes were glanced up, but they were like a purple blue type of eye, but they make an imprint on you. It's amazing. So then I paid for my stuff, and I walked out, and this was 2 nights ago, just 2 nights ago. I looked up at this guy, and I said, "Yep, I recognized him. I did, just so you know, I recognized." And I was excited. I was smiling. And I was kind of nervous to look around the parking lot, but I didn't see him anywhere. But for the last 2 days, I've been thinking about his eyes. They make an imprint. And that's the second time that happened because just a year and a half or 2 years ago, a guy, he was walking into the store, was holding the door, and there's, his eyes were it's hard to explain except for this guy in this video that I'm going to play. He explains it perfectly. They're like eyes that you've never seen before and they're piercing, but his eyes were so blue, but like piercing. Like this guy explains them like stars in his eyes or something, but it's not, it's, it's, it's amazing. And those eyes imprinted on me. And for 2 years or the last year, I'm like, I just want to see him again. I want to see that person again. Um, but not until really I saw this video, I got excited tonight because this video, when I play it, you'll see why. He talks about this guy's eyes and how and it's almost maybe because it's kind of like an unconditional love feeling you feel at the same time. And that's why they make an imprint on you as well. Although they're piercing, it's hard to explain, but he explains it perfectly. But I got so excited tonight because I started playing this and I was like, oh my God, I even went and told my ex-husband, I'm like, you're not going to believe this. 2 nights ago. And that's what his eyes look like. They're kind of like a purpley blue. Well, and then the guy a year ago, they were like so piercing. It's hard. But anyway, yeah, so that's my story. That I think, yeah, I believe. I like to believe. And I did walk out of the store 2 nights ago and I looked up and I said, I recognized him. I did. And I got in my car. So, and his eyes have been imprinted for 2 days. I've been thinking about that guy's eyes. And how many eyes have we looked into our whole lives? I don't even, well, I don't even want to say that. But those are the only two people's eyes. And it's not like a flirty thing, it's something different. So, anyway, long story long again. I'm going to play this. But that was exciting because I do believe, just like Bashar says, that they do walk amongst us in the law of one, and the raw material and Quo says the same thing. They rub elbows with us, and that's exciting because 2 nights ago it happened, and then this came up on my video, and this guy's describing exactly how I felt. All right, listen, ready?
2007, my life was transformed, and all of my questions were answered when Albert accosted me on the street. It happened when I was still practicing law. I was walking down the street one sunny afternoon when a homeless man jumped in front of me and stopped me in my tracks. He looked like a typical homeless man
recording
with
good,
long, greasy hair, a scraggly beard, and dirty, slept-in clothes. My usual arrogant and condescending reaction to homeless people had been to skirt around them, wondering to myself why they didn't get a job like
1 second.
the rest of us and quit sleeping on the streets. But I didn't walk around this man because I was transfixed by the gaze from his sparkling blue eyes that shone like two little blue stars. His gaze seemed to penetrate the core of my being, right down to the depths of my soul, and I sensed he knew everything I'd ever said or done in my life, which was strange because I had never before laid eyes on this man. But I didn't feel violated because he was also sending me a wave of pure, unconditional love that infused my whole body with an amazing feeling of peace and security. I stood there like a deer caught in the headlights until he broke the spell by saying, "Why are you here?" before disappearing into a nearby store.
So anyway, yeah, if you want to watch the rest of the video, it's at that UAMN TV and check it out. It's a beautiful story. All right, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.